Hello students, I am Madhu Sinha, your chemistry teacher. After watching the upcoming videos, please mention your name, class and section in the comment box. Do like and subscribe my YouTube channel for further notifications. In case you have any queries, mention it in the comment box so that I can get in touch with you shortly. Today we are going to study about chemical kinetics. For a chemical reaction, the feasibility of chemical reaction, that is, whether the reaction is possible or not, and the extent to which the reaction proceeds is very important. But along with feasibility and extent of proceeding, the time taken for the reaction to be completed is also very important. That is, we are talking about the rate of reaction. Let us understand this. In our day-to-day life, we come across different types of reaction. Some reactions are very fast, some are moderate, whereas some are very slow reaction. For example, rusting of iron is a very slow process. Under humid condition, the rusting of iron object may take place in many years. This indicates that rusting is a slow chemical reaction. Burning of LPG, which contains butane as the major constituent, catches fire instantaneously. Hence, burning of LPG is a very fast reaction. Photosynthesis is a moderate reaction where carbon dioxide combines with water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to form glucose along with the liberation of oxygen. Have you ever wondered why some reactions are very fast and other reactions are very slow? This can be studied with the help of chemical kinetics, which is a branch of physical chemistry. The word kinetic is derived from a Greek word kinesis, means movement. Hence, chemical kinetics deals with the studies of rate of reaction. It explains why some reactions are slow while other reactions are fast. It also describes the conditions by which the rate of reaction can be altered and the factors affecting the rate of reaction like temperature, pressure and catalyst. The physical and chemical nature of the reactants also affects the rate of chemical reaction. The term rate is often used to describe the change in the parameter that occurs per unit time. For example, the rate at which an aeroplane travels is measured as the distance travelled per unit time, such as kilometer per hour. Consider a simple reaction where 1 mole of reactant A forms 1 mole of product B. Let us assume that the volume of the system remains constant. Initially, the concentration of reactant A is maximum while the concentration of product B is 0. As the reaction proceeds, the concentration of reactant A goes on decreasing while the concentration of product B increases. Hence, rate can be defined as decrease in concentration of reactant or increase in concentration of product per unit time. In other words, the rate of reaction specifies how fast the reaction takes place. On plotting the graph of concentration against time, it is clearly visible that the concentration of reactant decreases with time, whereas product increases with time. This is known as average rate of reaction. The average rate of reaction does not predict the rate of reaction at a particular instant of time. It gives the rate of reaction during an appreciable time interval. To calculate the instantaneous rate of reaction, a tangent is drawn to the curve. The slope of the tangent can be calculated as the change on y-axis divided by the change on x-axis. If dA and dB are the change in concentration of reactant A and product B during a very small time interval dt, then instantaneous rate of reaction with respect to reactant is defined as minus dA by dt, or instantaneous rate of reaction with respect to product is defined as dB by dt. The rate of reaction may not be same with respect to all reactants and products. It depends upon the stoichiometric coefficient of reactants and products in a balanced chemical reaction. For example, 2 moles of hydrogen iodide is formed when 1 mole of hydrogen reacts with 1 mole of iodine. The rate of disappearance of hydrogen is equal to the rate of disappearance of iodine. In other words, the rate of disappearance of hydrogen or iodine is equal to 1/2 the rate of appearance of hydrogen iodide. Hence, the rate of reaction is given as the rate of disappearance of reactants upon stoichiometric coefficient is equal to the rate of appearance of product upon the stoichiometric coefficients. Let the concentration of reactant A is A1 and that of product B is B1 at a given time interval T1. At time T2, the concentration of A is A2 and that of B is B2. Hence, decrease in concentration of A is given as delta A, which is A2 minus A1, whereas increase in concentration of B is given as delta B, which is B2 minus B1. Thus, the rate of reactant is given as minus delta A by delta T. Minus sign indicates the decrease in the concentration of reactant. But since rate is always a positive quantity, negative sign is being given. For product, the rate of reaction is given as plus delta B by delta T, as the concentration of product always increases with time. Let us now study the units of rate of reaction. The unit of concentration is mole per liter. Hence, the unit of rate of reaction is mole per liter per second. For a gaseous reaction, the rate is expressed in terms of partial pressure, that is atmosphere. That is, the rate of change in partial pressure of the reactant or product is given as atmosphere per